smells like they could be close to getting a goal, but yeah, they might have to convert to anything else. We just decided to separate Costa with several Real Sociedad defenders closely. We'll see if that being out can capitalise on the pressure of joy, or whether Real Sociedad find a way through on the counter attack. Here is the clearance of the shot, and it is Villarreal who find that fifth goal, and it is the substitute when we're getting with it. Marcelino with his fist raised, 83 and a half minutes played. I was going to say Villarreal 3, Real Sociedad 2, but it's not. It's given offside. Because there was a Villarreal player interfering, I suppose, with the decision of the goalkeeper. This requires, I think, as the assistant of what they were saying, a little bit more thinking. It has to be seen. Does it really interfere? Is it really affecting the decision of Ramiro? Is he offside? Yes. Does he affect the decision? In my eyes, no.
Hello, good evening, engineers. Welcome to today's program on good evening, engineers. This is Chevin Academy. So I welcome you all to the launching of our course, Reinforced Concrete Design and Detailing, Structural Freelancing 4.0. So before I start the presentation, I really appreciate you guys for turning up and try to see what we want to discuss or what we want to achieve in this course. So this course is made and presented by Chevdin Academy. So you can check out our website, chevdinacademy.com, if you've not heard about us before. So we also have a YouTube channel where we have about up to 5,000 subscribers, which we are currently running this live section on. Then you can check us out on Facebook by searching for Chevdin Academy. And this is my personal LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to be sharing this document at the end of this session. So I'm sure we've all seen this advert. That's why we decided to get in touch with this. So, but before I go deep into the presentation, I would like to let you know that we want to divide this section into two parts. We have the presentation part, which is the section we are on now, and then we have the question and answer part. So in the presentation part, I'm going to explain everything this course is all about, how you can get into the course, the requirements, and all the course details. I will explain everything from A to Z. And then after the section, if you have question along the way, you can put it in the comment section, or you can write your message on the group. So we are going to allow you to comment, to send message to the group now, so that you can send your message, you can ask your question. So at the end of the presentation, I'm now going to go through all the questions we have, and then I will explain or give response to them adequately. So I'm sure you've all seen this advert. So in this course, what we want to achieve is, we've done this is the fourth time we are doing it. So that's why you see structural freelancing 4.0. So we try to do this about twice a year maximum. So this is the first quarter of this year section for reinforced concrete design and detailing. So what we want to look at is, we want to look at the concept of structural design. How does structural engineers go about their work? So that for us as graduates, students, or professional, that you think maybe you can also have a career in structural engineering, or you feel maybe you want to add it to your skills. So this course is going to give you full in-depth on it. So just like the advert says, we are going to be looking at layout, design, detailing, foundation design and detailing, and also structural documentation. So, but what is the reason why why do we set up this course? We set up this course because we find out that structural design and drawings, these are the C circuits in which any structural project goes through. So how can we now prepare a course that is going to synchronize, or that is going to uh, predict or depict how design are being done by structural engineers? So these are the six basic concepts for you to have a structural design and a well documented structural drawings. The first thing is the concept. We all know that structural drawings, the concept usually comes from the architect. But in some other situations, the architect and engineer sometimes have to come together and create the concept. But generally, the concept comes from the architect. So what we mean by concept in terms of structural engineering is looking at the architectural design and trying to come up with a plan on how you want to tackle the problem. So that is what we mean by concept structurally. Is you preparing a plan, highlighting what you want to achieve on how to prepare the structural drawings and the design. So once you understand the concept, you're able to break down the problem into structural loadings, then you analyze it. So structural loading and analysis, then we have the design, then we have the detailing. So the detailing is where you show the output of the design. Then we have reporting. Reporting is where you prepare all documents you need for the for on that all the documents you need and also you use for the preparation of the design. And then presentation. Presentation in the forms of structural drawings. So that means our course that is going to explain how this is being done must cut across all these six stages, so that for the course to be a perfect course for you to learn structural design the way it is being done practically. I hope you get. So that is what this course want to do. This is all the things that we want to achieve in this course. So this will now take us to the aims and objective of this course. So at the end of the course, we want to make sure that our students are able to prepare a fully detailed and acceptable structural design for a building. So this course is a project based. So that means the project we are going to be using here is going to be a building. So we are going to run through a structural design of building from the beginning to the end. So what are the objectives? Number one is to understand the correct way of loading and analyze structural loads. So that you understand the right way of doing it. We have a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do this, how to do that. But some, they are just ideas. They are not the professional way of doing it. So that is why this course is important. Then the second objective is for you to understand ways of setting out parameters, design assumptions, how to create models, settings, and all of that using the software Prota structures. The reason why we select Prota structures is number one, it is the common reinforced concrete design software in our own region here. And then number two, with the software, you will be able to get about three to four layers in terms of structural design. What I mean is I said we have concept, we have load and analysis, we have design, detailing, reporting, and presentation. So with Prota structures, you can able to achieve loading and analysis, design, detailing to some degree, and also some level of reporting, even though it's not 100%, but to some level. So this is why Total Structures is the recommended software, because it allows you and make it easier for you to analyze, to design, and also give out details. This is one of the shortcomings of many structural softwares in order for you to give you a well detailed output. So that is why we are going to be using this software, Prota Structures, for this course. So, and then after you've been able to create model, analyze, design, and all of that, you should also be able to prepare or provide detailed quantities required for your project costing. This is also important because from the structural engineering point of view, you need to be able to give out some informations like the quantity of concrete required, quantity of formwork required for your project, quantity of reinforcement, and all of that. So this course will guide you through how to extract all these details, and then how to prepare a usable structural drawings. At the end of the day, when you finish your design on all this software, these outputs are not really uh, they are not good. The output, most of the software, so you need to work on them. So that is the objective of this course, how you can work on your output from your softwares and make it presentable. And then to understand the requirement for project approval, this is actually on the structural engineering point of view. So we need to explain how all the documents you need to have in place for your project to be approved by the government. So these are the aims and objectives of this course. So if you have any question, as I've mentioned at the beginning, you can leave it in the comment section, or you can even type it in the group, because we've opened the group so that you're able to ask or you're able to send a message. So now let's move to the course requirement, the requirement of this course. So for you to be able to learn effectively, you need to have a laptop, and then we employ you to have an AutoCAD software. The reason why you need the AutoCAD is because you need to do some drafting and creating of layout. So this software will help you. And also at the end of the class, during the presentation and detail fine tuning, you will need the AutoCAD software as well. Then we have the Prota Structure software, which is what you are going to use for the analysis and the design. And then we have the Microsoft Office. So the Microsoft Office will just allow you to prepare some other things, because it's not everything that you get from the software. You need Excel for calculation sheets. You need Word so that you're able to prepare some documents that you need for project approval. So these are the little requirements for this course. You need to have small knowledge on AutoCAD, at least to basic level of it. So let's now move to the course content. The course content is quite long, but let me just say it is divided into six modules. So just like the way I mentioned that structural design is supposed to be done, we have 6 phases. So that's how this course is also sectioned into. We have the intro and layout. In this section, we introduce you to architectural design, all you need to know about architectural design as a structural engineer, what you need to watch out for in an architectural output, and then how you can navigate yourself. Then inside module 1, from your architectural design, you produce a structural layout. As I've mentioned, this course is a project course, so you have access to some architectural designs that you can work with as you take the course. So it will not just be a watch and go something. It's going to be a watch and practice something. So we have something you can practice with while you are taking the course. So we have about 3 different designs that you can pick. The module 2 is introduce you to the Prota Structure software, and then guide you through all what the software can do, and then how to model and how to make your settings right, how to design your template on the software, so that whenever you want to work on another project, you just use the template that you've set. So you don't have to be editing and making corrections here and there. So that is what module 2 is about, familiarizing yourself with the design software, and then showing you what the software can do, the capacity, and all of that. Then module 3 is where we actually do the design and the analysis and the design. So you run the analysis on the software based on the project you are working on, and then you do the design. So under this, you have, there are some issues, like maybe you run your analysis, you run your design, you have some errors, some members are failing, this and this and that. how to go about all of them. So all these are explained extensively in module 3 about analysis and design. So then module 4 is about reports and details. Under this, you are going to see how you can get your quantities, volume, concrete, the quantity of reinforcement, how to generate your reports, calculation sheets, everything that you need for documentation from the software. You get it in module 4. Then module 5, if you've already designed it, you've got your detailing, you've done everything, everything is okay. This is where you have to work on your project in such a way that it will be more presentable and it looks more professional. Your beams drawing, your columns drawing, slab detail, everything, you have to adjust it to industry standard. So under module 5, this is where we explain this extensively. So the design, the detailing, how to edit them, how to ensure that they look better when you present it to paper and all of that. So this is what we are going to look at in module 5. This is important because sometimes your design might be okay, but if you didn't present it well, it will be difficult to read or to use by the end user, probably the contractor or the site engineer or whoever is reading your drawing. So this module is important. So this is one of the issues that structural engineers face, especially when you are working with big companies or even when you are working with government. They just be sending out corrections, do this, your this thing is not legible, all of that. So you need to understand how to do all this general editing and package your work very well. Then module 6 is where we explain extensively on project documentation. This will contain all the documents you need alongside with your structural drawings, and then all other letters you need uh, to attach together with your drawings in order for you to get approved. So these are the 6 modules we want to go through in this course. But actually, this is not the end, because with this course, I'm going to be giving you guys some bonuses, and I'm sure you are going to like them. So let's now talk about the course details. This course, structural freelancing, you can actually get it on our website. If you go to our website, chevinacademy.com, you can see it there. But the difference between that one and this one is what I'm going to be explaining in the next couple of videos. So the course details is, this course is a video course. What we mean by that, it is self-paced. That is, once you register, we give you all the course detail, and then you start watching based on some like we can tell you that week 1 you should cover this, week 2 cover this, and all of that. So you can work with that timetable. So the total length of the videos you are going to be getting from the actual course is 24 hours long. You see, it's very long. So if you are watching every day, 1 hour per day, that means it will take you about 24 days. So, and then you also have access to calculation sheets. I told you it's not all the design you get from the software. There are still some other design part of the reinforced concrete of a building that the software will not give you. So that is why we have calculation sheet for all those areas that are not inside the software, but they have to be designed and accounted for in your structural document. So the total lesson is 37 numbers. So let's say you are taking one lesson per day. So that means it will take you 37 days to complete it, a month and 1 week. So these are the course details. So let me now talk about the bonuses, the special bonus for this 4th edition. Every edition have their own special package, but this one is really special. So alongside with the course, I'm going to be giving you some bonuses. So if you look at the course, we said we look at the concept of building from the initial phase to the delivery phase. So that means we design from the roof level to the slab level to the foundation. But in the actual course, what the foundation we designed was shallow foundation, which was pad footing. But because we are making this a general class, so we felt it will be okay if we add some bonuses, so that not just that you learn about pad foundation, you also learn other types of foundation. So because of this, we are adding two additional courses to this course, but these courses are just bonus. They are bonus. They are not. We are not going to charge you for it. You are going to see the reason why I said so at the end. So the two bonuses is raft foundation design and detailing. So this is going to be an addition to the general class that I've explained in the last few minutes. And then we have the deep foundation, pile foundation, design, and detailing. So these two courses are really exciting. So now I feel it's if you try to get this course, you are going to be getting your hands on full explanation on raft foundation design, analysis, design, and detailing. So when we say design, we've covered the analysis loading part, and then the detailing of these two foundations. So you are going to see that in this course. So these are the two bonuses that you are going to be getting from the course. So if you have any question, I'm about two-third almost done now with my presentation. You can leave it in the comment section of this live video, or you can write it in the group. But we also have some other benefits you are going to achieve from this course. One of it is we are not just going to send you videos and let you start learning on your own. We're also going to be having weekly review. In this weekly review, for example, week one, we can ask you to watch module one. So after module one, there are some exercises you are supposed to have covered. So this weekly review is going to be like, if you have any question based on your project, you can come to the live session, say whatever is your question is, then it will be answered live and direct, and then you're able to interact with the instructor live. So there's no hidden hidden places here. So you can interact live, you can share your project where you're having issues. So and then you can also learn from others. So that is the weekly project review. So it's like a weekly session. It's not going to be on YouTube like this. It's going to be a Zoom where you can also uh, share your own screen, and then we can see where you're having challenges in your project. So, and then we also have the weekly student progress tracking. So we are going to give you an Excel sheet where you can track your progress according to the course. So you can make use of it so that you know if you're on track or not. So this is going to be helpful. So just like I've mentioned in the first benefit, correction of student projects, you are going to be having, each student will have projects that we assign to them. So when you are working on this project, it's not everything that we can actually cover, because different projects brings you different challenge. So in another problem, you can have one challenge, then when you work on another project, you face a different challenge entirely. So that is why we give about 3 different designs that you can work with. So when you are working on your design, if you have any issue, maybe that was not talked about, or maybe it was talked about but it was not clear, so this correction of student projects will take care of it. So you can come to the live session with your projects and your issues, or you can even meet the instructor privately or within the class group. So this is going to be 24/7 something. At the end of the day, you are going to have certificate of completion. This is for those that complete their project. So when you complete the course project and you submit all details that is required of you, then you get your certificate of completion. Then another interesting thing is this course is a lifetime access, because in the first edition that we did, sorry, in the third edition, we had that around September last year. So someone messaged me yesterday. He was one of the students that got the course then, and he was asking me on some questions based on the course. So the reason why I'm saying this is you have a lifetime access. The access to the course does not expire. So that means if you are someone that maybe you don't have time now, but because of the opportunity and the bonuses that come with the course, it's better if you get it now. Uh you can always watch them, learn them at your own time. If you don't want to follow the general class time, maybe you are busy and all of that, we understand, because we believe that you are professional, so you should be occupied with other things. So you have access to the course anytime, and then You also have access to the instructor anytime. Even after the time of the course, if it has elapsed, you can come to our DM anytime to ask your question or to ask for clarification. And if there is need for us to set up a meeting, we can do that if it is necessary. So these are some of the benefits you get from the course, not just the course video, but the interactive section with the instructor, ability for you to work on a project, and then to have somebody that will correct you as you proceed with the project. Then ability, your access to the course is for life. So far we ourselves have access to, you have access to the course for life, and then you get your certificate of completion when you complete the project, the course project. So let us now talk about the costing of this course. So because it's really important so that you know the value of what we want to do here, and then you understand the reason why and then you appreciate whatever we give to you guys, because it's something that is going to help you as a professional. So if you look at our course, structural freelancing on its own, you can go to our website now, chefdinacademy.com. You see that the price is 25K. That's the price of the course on its own, without any live session, even though you can have your projects, you can message me, I can attend to you and all of that, but there's no live session, there's no group meeting and all of that. So if you want to get the course today, this is the amount you pay. And then the cost of the bonuses that I'm giving you on RAS Foundation itself is roughly 10K, 10,000 naira. This is Nigerian naira. You can convert it to your own country equivalent if you are not in Nigeria. Then we also have Pile Foundation Design, which is approximately 10,000 naira as well. Then the live session with the instructor per hour. I usually charge more than this if you want to have a session with me, but because this is a group something, so it's around 15,000 naira per hour. Like I mentioned, I charge more than this, but because this is a group something, we have groups and all of that, so it's at a time. So the total cost of this course, based on the value we are giving out, is approximately 60,000, and this price is actually is subsidized in a way, if you know what I'm saying. So, but we are not going to be charging you this amount because this is a general class, and then we understand that some of us might just want to get started in this design. So we are going to subsidize this as low as we can. So in order to register for the course, you just have to register. So to register, you have to make payment, but the payment you are going to be making is not this. So I'm going to be revealing the payment you make later. So, and then this course will be shared to your mail. It's not that we add you up to the group and then we start spamming you with videos. No, it will be shared to your mail. The reason why we share it to your mail is because having something in your mail is safer, and then you can access it anytime, anywhere, even if you don't have your laptop with you. So far, you know your email address, and you know your password. You can access it from anywhere. So that's why we use the email. So once you register, you just send us your email. We are going to give you free details on that after this section. So what is now the cost of registration for this amazing course? So let me really reveal it now. So we are just going to be paying half of it. So based on the value we are giving you, we are just requesting for half of it so that you'll be able to learn and start your journey as a structural engineer. So this course is, like I've mentioned, it will be shared to your email directly as you make your registration. So in order for you to register, this is the account you are going to pay with Chevron Academy and Consulting Engineers. This is the account details. This will be shared in the class group later tonight or tomorrow morning. Later tonight, we will be share it in the class group, in the general group. So these are the things you are going to be getting from this fourth version of structural freelancing course. I hope I'm going to see you all in the class. So if you have your question, I will appreciate you guys to drop your question now, or you can even type your question in the group. I will try as much as possible to respond. So thank you guys for joining. This is I don't know if you are engineer Adedigbia Kinde. You are saying that good evening. With respect to the protocol structures, are you using the latest protocol structures like 2018? The course is made with 2018 version. That's the version in which the course is made into. But you can use any version of protocol structures. You are free to use it. So if you don't have the software, we have the installation folder or the installation package where we can share it with you that you can install the software at your own. We guide you on the installation as well. So I will give 5 more minutes for further questions. So if there is no further question, I believe you understand and we assimilate everything that I've discussed. And then you also have the time to ask your question in the group. No, someone is asking, can we make payment using Binance? No, we didn't. We are not accepting that. We only accept normal monetary transfer. So if you're outside Nigeria, you can message us privately for registration, how to register. So we are going to give you the details on that. So the PDF that I use for this presentation, I'm going to share it to the class at the end of this. So I'm going to share it to the class at the end of this. So I have 4 minutes left. If you have any question, please ask your questions. Yes, you are asking if there is a link to download. Yes, I'm going to send you. If you don't have the softwares, either the AutoCAD, the Prota structures, and any other, because that is not just what we are going to be using. Some other software are going to be sent to you with the package, with the video package that you receive. We have some one or two softwares that will be added to the course because we have, like I mentioned, it's not all the design that are being done on the software. So some other part of the design will be done on Excel. Some analysis will be done using some other tools. So all those tools will be sent to you. But if you don't have AutoCAD, Total Structures, once you register, we are going to give you details of all of that. You see how to download it, and then we also guide you through on how to install it correctly. So I have 3 more minutes for questions. So I have 2 more minutes now. If you have question, you can drop it in the comments or you can drop your question in the class group. So someone is asking in the class group that how do we access the course? I think I've explained this. I said that the course is going to be shared to your mail. So that means from your Google Drive, you can access the course anytime, anywhere. So that is how the course will be accessed. So I have about 1 minute left to end the section. So if you have further question, you can join the group. I'm sure you see the link to the group either in the description of this video or you can even see from the advert, you see the link to the class group. So you can join and ask your question and then you can register before we commence the class. So this class is going to be starting officially next week. So it will be good if you register earlier so that you can set up, you can install all the required software and then be ready to start the class. So since there's no further question, thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for turning up and trying to join this meeting. Thank you so much. See you in the class. I'm sure you will not want to miss this opportunity. Thank you.